talkSPORT Clips of the Week.
Yes, it is time for the Clips of the Week, and we start with Fisherman's Blues with Nigel Botherway contemplating the date when fishing may return.
Really looking forward to the opening day, but of course the frustrating thing for us all is we don't know when June the 16th will be this year.
Well, I'm guessing somewhere between the 15th or the 16th and the 18th, but to be fair to Nigel, it was the old traditional start of the season, and he has been ill. He's had the virus, so we're very pleased that he's back. We wish him continued
we're delighted. Absolutely. And this is Alan Brazil on breakfast with a question for Ali McCoist on the Newcastle owner.
As a teenager, what sport did Mike Ashley play to a county level?
Oh, Jesus. When he was younger,
put it this way, he may sell some stuff in his stores to do with this sport.
Not much of a clue, is it?
It doesn't really narrow it down, does it? It's a sports shop. Brilliant.
What doesn't he sell in there? Let's be honest. Anything from umbrellas to pictures of Roy Keane and Latvia away shirts for $5.99. Staying with Newcastle, Trevor Sinclair had his say on what's going on at the club during Jim White's show.
If any fan or player who played at St James's Park in that era, hearing this news will excite them.
Well, I'm not sure I'd want to see that, would you?
It's good that he corrected himself there, but I preferred it just nude. And this is Jim White. Chatting to Glenn Johnson about his old clubs and making new friends in Southampton.
And Glenn being Glenn has played in some big games, I can tell you that. And played with some big clubs. He played at Portsmouth as well.
Aye. They're going to love him at St Mary's for that. He won't be welcome back at Fratton. Some big clubs and Portsmouth. There we are. Here's Natalie Sawyer sitting in for Jim and asking Gary O'Neill about fights among players.
Gary, ever thought of dealing with a teammate in such a manner?
No, I've never been the sort of aggressive type. A few of them might have wanted to slap me on occasion, but I've never been the slapper.
We never thought you were, Gary, to be honest. No. We never had you down as a slapper, let's be honest.
Definitely not. Back to Fisherman's Blues, and Nigel was chatting to his old mate, Orchids Lake boss, Marsh Pratley.
Yeah, the offer was declined, but I know those fish were sold within a week.
I was Orchid over the years.
Yes. Now, that was Marsh Pratley, and actually, you may recall that that's not the first time Nigel's had technical issues when trying to chat to his old mate, Marsh Pratley. All together now. Morning, Marsh.
Friend of the show and a good friend of mine, Marsh Pratley from Orchid Lakes in Oxfordshire. Good morning, Marsh. Hello, Marsh. Good morning, Marsh. I can see he's there and his lights are on, Elliot, but we've not got him. Hello, Marsh. Good morning, Marsh.
So there we are. So he kept trying, Nigel. He never gives up. He really wanted to speak to Marsh.
Right, yeah.
And so he went back and gave it another crack once they'd sorted out all the gremlins.
Right, Marsh is back, hopefully. Let's see if we can get him this time. Good morning, Marsh. Great talkSPORT technology here. Do not put me on Clips of the Week for this. This is very frustrating. I can see Marsh's lights up, but we're not hearing him. Marsh? Good morning, Marsh. No, I'm afraid the technology here, we're going to have to get an engineer in here to have a look at this. Very, very frustrating. But any clues, Elliot? Hello, Marsh? No, great. Absolutely great. Sorry, folks, we'll have to get Elliot to come in here and see if we can get anything sorted, but I'm afraid Marsh is not there. Good morning, Marsh.
Morning, Nigel.
We've got him at long last.
Hey! Yes, Marsh. And it remains... sorry, Andy.
No, I love the idea. He says, don't put me on Clips of the Week. So we've put him on Clips of the Week, Clips of the Year, now we've reprised
Clips of the Millennium. And its legacy is that it still remains the way that when we're all working together in the same office, the way the production team greet each other every day. Morning, Marsh.
Marsh.
It lives on. So what's next? What's next, Andy?
It's Hugh Wozencroft being very harsh about two fine midfielders.
This is Kickoff on talkSPORT with Hugh Wizencroft and Danny Mills. We've been discussing Paul Pogba and Graham Souness.
Disgusting's pushing it a bit, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they're all right.
Yeah, I mean,
much,
Graham
really?
Could leave his foot in, but I think disgusting's pushing it a little bit. Simon Jordan now on Jim White's show talking rugby.
If you Google the greatest Welsh sports superstar, it's Gareth Edwards.
Yeah, I've tried Googling it, but it just said, "Did you mean about?" And it just melted down. It got into the S overdrive there, didn't he, Simon?
Of course he did. Back to Alan Brazil now, and once again on the big news at St James's Park.
Is this a case of here we go again? Is it déjà vu? Or could this actually happen this time? It looks like the Saudi Arabian prince, Amanda Staveley, is brokering the deal.
That's a lot to unpack there, isn't it? It's a 3-in-1 clip. Déjà vu.
Déjà vu, yeah.
Déjà vu, Amanda Staveley, Crown Prince Amanda Staveley. I never knew she was a Crown Prince. Obviously things are changing in Saudi. I didn't realise. And has she broken the deal? Well, that would suggest that it's not happening. So a little 3-in-1 clip from Al. Marvellous in one sentence.
Fine effort, really.
Yeah, you go on, do the next one for us, Andy. Go on, carry on.
This is Faye Carruthers and Darren Bent with the talkSPORT quiz.
Raheem Sterling is a key member of the England national team.
Yeah.
But which other country was he also eligible to play for? And you've got a clue. They're a member of the Caribbean Football Union. And the last caller gave us the answer, Trinidad and Tobago, and that was wrong.
Caribbean. We're not having not had any chance to think about it. It's come as a bit of a shock, this one, that's Faye.
Well, that's what a quiz is all about, Ian, I'm afraid.
Yeah, afraid, Ian. That's the way quizzing. I've had no time to get or think of the answer, or indeed look it up. So you've caught me unawares. Good old Ian. And finally, as most of us are broadcasting from home at the moment, we've all been suffering a few technical problems at some point. Lord knows we have. We were taken off air an hour early a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we certainly did feel here for Nigel Botherway on Fisherman's Blues.
We've got our next ad break. If you don't mind holding tight, we'll come right back to you after this on talkSPORT 2.
Yeah, no problem.
Yep.
Fisherman's Blues with Nigel Botherway on talkSPORT 2.
It happens. It happens. As we're later than we all thought.
It's still not as bad as our first day when we had a go.
No, that is very true. Yeah, Nigel's probably saying, yeah, you'll find ones to talk. Anyway, there we are. There's the clips of the week. I'll have the thank yous for you a little bit later on, and we'll thank everybody who sent clips in. They've been sent, actually, by a fine producer at WhatsApp. It's going to take me about 3/4 of an hour to open it. I think